step aside here in this first quarter. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2 yards. And it's
an early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First down, Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Gibson.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Start with a quick throw complete out to the right. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
At play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Mayfield. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And at the 50-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
7-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Youngway Crew lining up for the point.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. The gun. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Washington 0.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They go play action. Mayfield. Now be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Now here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. Now a dump off here complete. Pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Complete to number 21.
Mayfield on play action. He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. But it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor.
They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Falcons 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
And the Washington
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Out of the gun now on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield off the play fake. Complete.
He did a fine great job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right.
And a fake here, direct snap to the up end, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And it'll move the chains. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. With a tie score, 13-all. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And Mayfield again with the interception. His third.
Picked up by Troy Apke. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over first.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting, teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, first and 10 after roughing the passer. And it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's second down and 10.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Some breathing room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This will be caught inside the 10, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. On second and goal, here's the option. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Washington 13. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
They had enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
2nd and 11.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Complete to Antonio Gibson. It's a gain of 11. And it's 3rd.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Down at the 37-yard
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Marlon Davidson.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Complete.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To Terry
25 yards that time.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That his 1st catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He'll keep it himself. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Falcons have broken out. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. There are several elements to a well-executed screen. Oh, no, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marlon Davidson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the...
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off on the 41. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Steps away to his left. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
14-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
12 yards on the play. Leads to third down.
They'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And now it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not.
They can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Second down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
9 yards.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Washington.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Atlanta, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.